Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Vicky. Today I'm going to show you how to make a small St. Patrick's Day sign. Cute, really simple. You probably have everything you need already on hand. So enjoy. So I started off with a piece of scrap wood from my husband's scrap wood pile, and I'm just sanding it with a heavy grit and then a finer grit. Fairly smooth, but not crazy smooth. You could also use a piece of that pre-cut wood that you can buy, a square or a rectangle from Michael's or Hobby Lobby or any of the craft stores. And then after it was fairly smooth, now you can see there's a little bit of bumps on one side, so I did not use this side for the crafting. I used that as the back. And I just took some Mod Podge and Mod Podged onto it. So previously, I had cut out these different shapes of paper just on cardstock that I'm going to glue on here. So you could do that using a silhouette or a Cricut, or you could use stickers. Or my actual inspiration was from someone that used stencils and spackle to make their raised bits. So anything that could make a shape that would just be raised slightly on the surface of your wood would be what you'd want. I mean, it doesn't even have to be anything special. I mean, it could be super flat little gears, as long as they'll stick with the Mod Podge. The paper just seemed easy to me. Plus, I love cutting with my silhouette, so that's what I did. And then I just Mod Podged everything on. And then I wanted a couple overlapping sort of shapes, because once you paint it, it's going to look really cool. So as you can see, I added a little more glue and a little more, just tapping everything down very smoothly. And once the Mod Podge dried, I'm going to paint it bright green because it's St. Patrick's Day. So the nice thing about this is you could do this for any holiday or any size of item. In fact, the example that I saw that kind of inspired me was a piece of furniture. And then I just glued around. I did not glue the back. I left that as plain wood because I'm just going to put this sign up on a shelf where you won't be able to see the back, and painted the whole thing green. And then the only thing you want to do is be very careful to get all the way around all of the pieces of paper, because the paint doesn't want to go in there. And the Mod Podge sort of gives it a little, like, it doesn't absorb as much of the paint, so you do have to be a little careful to get all the little spots. Otherwise, you'll have some bare wood showing through, unless you want it to, but I did not. I wanted it to be green. So I just did one coat of that paint and I let it dry. And then unfortunately I forgot to film the part where I put the gold colored paint on. So I took some gold colored paint from Rust-Oleum, my favorite metallic paint, and I just dry brushed it on using the same brush I'm using for the Mod Podge, just a little chip brush kind of thing. And you could do it light or heavy, however you like. I thought for St. Patrick's Day would look nice, a little heavier, with a heavier coat. And once that dried, then I'm just going to cover the whole thing with Mod Podge, just to give it a seal, and that way it won't get nicked and scratched as it's being moved around or packed up or whatever. And then when the Mod Podge dried, it's done. So this is a very easy craft, and it really only took, I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes, not including the drying time.